Hey! Activate running coaching. John still runs. Call me anything you like except late for dinner. Have you ever been injured, recovered, quite a little bit unsure about when to start running again? Have you got a niggle in your leg, some sort of pain that's not quite an injury? And again, you're wondering when you should start running again. Have you been sick and you've mostly recovered and you're feeling like, I wonder if I can run today? Well, I'm wondering what you do. I know I like to go for a very short run just to test my body out. So just recently I've had a little bit of a niggle in my Achilles, which is recovered. I have done a couple of runs since, but then I got sick and I've had a couple of days of being a bit unwell. I'm recovered now. I feel pretty good. So what will I do? Well, I think I'll go out for a bit of a short run. 1K. Let's see how I go, and let's see how I measure how well I've recovered from my virus. One of the first things I'll do before I get ready for a run is I'll have a drink of water with a vitamin capsule in it, just to make up for perhaps any deficiencies I might have in my diet. And a bit of a drink. So I'm just about to go for a 1 kilometre run, and I'm going to use 3 methods of determining how I feel and how I go. So the first one is Garmin's Performance Condition. So we'll see what number I get. And second one is my heart rate response to the effort, seeing what my pace is and what my heart rate is, and getting a bit of an idea of how my heart goes with that particular pace. And the third thing is just how I feel. Do I have any niggles? Do I, particularly my Achilles, my left Achilles, and do I feel as though I've recovered from the mild illness that I've had? For the run, I'm going to be wearing a new heart rate monitor chest band, Garmin Heart Rate Pro Plus. My previous heart rate monitor Pro died, I think because when I changed the battery, I took the screws out, the little tiny screws, and put them back in too tight, and that can apparently damage the mechanism inside. So the new Heart Rate Pro, the Plus, has a different sort of mechanism. It's a turn thing. You rotate that clockwise or anti-clockwise, and I won't do it on camera because it'll be too fiddly for me to do. And it comes out really easily, and there's no danger of putting screws in too tight. Okay, so let's go for our run. So what about you? What do you do when you resume training after having a bit of a niggling pain, or just waving to my next door neighbour, or a bit of a recovering from an illness? Do you feel as though you've recovered, what do you do? Do you just resume your normal training, or do you go for a little test run, what I'm going to call a rehab run? Something that just gets you going, a little bit of a workout, but not a serious one, seeing how your body felt. Remember the three things that I was going to use as an indicator? Performance condition, my heart rate response, and the third one was how I felt. So how did I feel during that run? Well, I know my performance condition was -3 and my heart rate response was a little high. And I've got to be honest, I didn't feel quite right, didn't feel my normal energetic self. So what am I going to do tomorrow? I think I'll do another rehab run. What about you? How do you recover? How do you restart your training?